Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and today we have some pretty cool news, a pretty cool announcement. I just wanted to touch on that, as many of you who were watching the live stream would have seen. I did also want to touch on the overall drops for this week, just because we now have a bit more information, and what I did also just want to revisit was the price only for today as well. So we'll just go straight into it now. The drop was confirmed, and it was the ghost trap, and we actually confirmed this on a live stream today. So as of now, I don't know for sure how many mints there are going to be of the ghost trap. What I do know is the price of it has been updated compared to what it used to be, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But overall, this is going to be the first interactive NFT that you can kind of interact with in terms of the kind of sound effects, all of the kind of visual effects going on as well. You guys can see the whole what's it called, the plasma rays or whatever it was. So that's really cool, and we announced this on Wannabe Champ stream. Now moving forwards, I know that ECOMI as a company, they do want to work more with the content creators, and we can expect more of these to happen in the future. It may not be with myself, it may be with another YouTuber, who knows. It might not even be with a YouTuber, it might be with someone who is maybe a Discord moderator. Maybe they'll do some kind of article release on Discord maybe, but it's all about kind of working more collaboratively with the community versus maybe big influencers that that have more of a following but aren't necessarily invested within the project themselves, as in personally invested, not just they see it and they just buy in because they think it can make a return. So we have the article here, and this is the original article back from season 1. And this was the same article that Reese had updated, but I believe now moving forwards, Noah is going to be the one updating these Medium articles. So if you ever see anything weird, don't spam Reese, just spam Noah instead. Noah Sanchez on Twitter, you could probably find him. So on here, the list price is $35. The number of editions is 1,750. Now the list price, I believe, has changed to $90. Correct me if I'm wrong. And edition numbers, I believe it's still the same, although this is subject to change. I personally believe they should maybe increase it a bit. I would be comfortable with maybe 2,500, which is still quite low. But just given, how cool this is, I think a few extra mints would go a long way. So yeah, 1,750 is kind of, it'll be a tough one. So just on that point, what I did also just want to point out is in the community there have been essentially a massive increase of people with technical issues, and that might be to do with people unable to pay for bids, people who can't get their AR to work, their showroom to work, and essentially all of these problems started when everyone learned about Clockgate. And if you don't know what Clockgate is, it's essentially you going into your phone, setting your time forward by an hour or a day or whatever, and then you'll be able to see the buy now button in advance, because the app will think that it's the drop time when it's not really. You've just set your time forward, and it's not just the buy now button that seems to be dependent on your client time settings. Other aspects of the app do seem to also use that. So that is where the problems start to get caused. So if you have won an auction and you are using Clockgate, then I believe that does cause issues with kind of seeing the option to make your purchase. I believe if you've used Clockgate and you delete your files and you try and re-download the files, that kind of causes the app to glitch, and you won't be able to access your showrooms or use the AR features of any of the NFTs. So essentially, as soon as Clockgate kind of became more well known, all of these issues started popping up. So my advice is switch off your Clockgate, set your time back to automatic, delete all the files on the app. You can do that in the settings and re-download the files. There'll be an option that says select re-download all files, and obviously restart the app. Then maybe it will work. That appears to have resolved the issues that most people have. Obviously, if it doesn't, then they have a support page on the official VeVe site. Now, what I did also want to touch on was the price of OMI for today, and lo and behold, now I'm just going to go show you guys this, and I'm just going to hop back to the video I did yesterday. Now, I drew this channel and I felt comfortable with OMI's price staying within this kind of green range here, and it was completely overshot. And I said that was probably to do with FOMO, but I didn't feel comfortable with the price continuing from there. I said specifically in yesterday's video, it has to come down to around about 0.4 cents. And stay there for a little while. I would feel comfortable with that. Now, go back and watch this video from yesterday. You just watched this bit from, you know, the kind of 750 timestamp. But that's exactly what it did. It came back down, and now it actually wicked down below into this green range, and it's literally just sat on here. That is where I feel comfortable. And if we look at the price today, it is 0.003970, basically 0.4 cents, which is where I said it should be going and where I'd feel comfortable. Now, I'm not always right, you know, a lot of the times I'm kind of you know, I can be wrong actually, you know, when we get some random surprise news. But when the market is trading a bit more organically, this kind of pullback was definitely expected. And I said that yesterday. Now, what I suspect is going to happen is we're going to sit on this area for a little while, and then we're going to break this high here. If we just go straight back up again, I feel like we could just have another pullback and come back down to this zone, and if not, come back even lower. So I think moving forwards, tomorrow we'll probably just sit around this 0.4 cent zone. That's just my speculation. After the drop, if we do follow the traditional trend of OMI getting dumped, then, you know, maybe we might come down a bit lower, but most likely I suspect we'll just sit around this trend here, kind of build up a bit more support around this region, and then kind of break this channel trend line here. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff to look forward to. And yeah, we do also know one last thing is the drop tomorrow. That is apparently going to be the only drop. So I originally stated that I believed that there was going to be another drop just because they wanted to kind of keep going with 2 drops a week. But now they have stated that nope, there's going to be only 1 drop just because you know, they've been working very, very hard on 2 drops a week, and they're quite busy with finalizing all the stuff for Comic-Con. And Comic-Con, there's going to be a lot of stuff. So I imagine, you know, I'd give it a pass. Like, fair enough, you know, they say 2 drops a week, but this week in preparation for Comic-Con, you know, it's not something that is feasible. So yeah, I would say, you know, with how much work the team's doing, how much they're putting out, again, like, I personally don't know of any other projects which engage so much with the community, which is cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to go through with you guys today. As always, please do like and subscribe to support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.